Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. It is a beautiful summer morning this morning. Monty and I are up and out bright and early because it's been very, very hot here this week, about triple digits. And by the time we have to go inside, Monty, let's just say his puppiness comes out and he's got a lot of energy. So my goal for this morning is to completely wear him out. I've thrown the ball a bunch of times. He's tired right now, and I'll probably keep throwing the ball for him until it gets too hot and we really have to go inside into the air conditioning. It's just that time of summer where everything's really starting to heat up. I've said this a million times this year. We have had an amazing summer, really, really mild. And now it's just starting to creep up into the triple digits, which is really what our summers are like. So I think it's really important for me to get out into the garden bright and early so that I'm not miserable, like hot and sweaty during the day when it's too hot outside, but in the morning and when the sun's just coming up, it's absolutely beautiful. So I am planning to get some planting done. Look at, he's tired. Yes, I'm planning to get some planting done today up here in the center island. It's looking a little lopsided. As you can see here on the right side of my dry creek bed, it looks lush, it looks full, it looks absolutely gorgeous. And then nothing over here. And there's a reason for that. This garden bed I planted up for the Proven Winners Gardener's Idea Book. They came out, they did a photo shoot. It looked so beautiful. It looked so good. And I had originally planned to put some of these plants over here, but then I got really, really worried that they wouldn't grow in on time. So I ended up putting my whole stash of plants that I had planned to do on either side. I ended up putting all of them here. So this is so overplanted, but there was a reason. It was to be in the gardener's idea book and make sure that it looked really, really nice by the time the photographers came. So check. I feel better about that. I really think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I have lemon coral sedum down here, whirlwind blue scaevola, a couple mangave, ladybird sunglow calliophis, lantana, is that called little blue stem grass? I always forget. That's a new one. And then totem pole grass right there that hasn't really reached its full potential. So I had, like I said, I had originally planned to plant some of it right here, and that just didn't happen. These two purple fountain grass right here, these were actually from my zigzag planter last fall. Was it last fall? Yeah, last fall. And I transplanted them. I actually transplanted 3. One of them didn't make the transplant, but these 2 are just looking absolutely beautiful. But of course we know that it's recommended to plant in odd numbers, 3, 5, 7. So I ended up purchasing another purple fountain grass right here. This time of year, these guys are pretty cheap. I think this was like less than $10 or something like that for this big one. So I ended up getting this so that I can plant a third one somewhere. I don't know. I have to lay it out in this whole section to kind of balance out the other grasses that I have over there on that side. Then I have more of this Royal Cosmo lantana. These don't look as nice and full as these do, but this is the Royal Cosmo lantana over here. It's just such a beautiful, bright, saturated color. It just looks so gorgeous, and it looks especially gorgeous in the morning as the sun is coming up. But you can see it's been triple digits here. That I do have some plants that are suffering, but these guys are handling it like it's nothing. Like they love the heat, which is great, especially for out here in the center island where it's full hot sun. Oh, I forgot to grab another plant that I'm going to plant here. Hold on. I can't forget about these guys. These guys, oh my gosh. Isn't that just the cutest plant ever? So these are called Cutula hispidea. They are very similar to Artemisia Powys Castle. They're very soft, but they're more of a ground cover. They stay nice and low and they spread, and they're alpine plants. And so they're supposed to be really good planting near rocks. So I thought that would be absolutely beautiful to plant along my dry creek bed. Aren't these just the cutest things? So I think that they're blooming right now because they were in the nursery. They were in like greenhouses and stuff. From what I read, they bloom, they're supposed to bloom late spring. So I'm going to deadhead these, but I wouldn't be surprised if all these flowers kind of go away and I'm just left with this ground cover down here. And then I have to wait till next spring for them to bloom again like this. Isn't that just the cutest thing? I love these. I first saw these at a garden tour that I did at a woman named Charlotte, and they are just so beautiful. And she was telling me that she just rips a chunk and replants it in other parts of her garden to kind of spread it. So that'll be really fun. So I have the purple fountain grass, I have the Royal Cosmo lantana, I have the cotula, and then I also have this plant. This is actually a lavender, if you can believe it. It's called Merlot lavender. Right there. I've talked about this before with you guys, but my friend Greg, who is the most plantsman of plantsmen, he actually gave me these and he said, I have to have these in my garden because he just absolutely loves them. So I thought the combination of the purple fountain grass with the variegated lavender, Merlot lavender, would be so pretty. The bright lantana, once this starts blooming against the purple fountain grass, would be gorgeous. And then the cotula can pick up the silver nature of the Merlot lavender. Isn't that a fun combination? Just imagine this blooming. But isn't that a fun combination? So it's obviously very hot, middle of summer, triple digits. It's not the ideal time to be planting. I just want to make that clear just so you all know. But I am willing to take that risk. I plant pretty much all year long, and during the winter time, I just give my plants a little bit more protection. If we have frost in the forecast during the summertime, I'll just make sure I supplemental water as much as I possibly can without overwatering them, of course. Ooh, look at that. Before I get started laying out my plants and planting in this little spot right here, let me show you what the center island is looking like. Now, I am planning on doing an August garden tour coming up here pretty soon, but let me just give you a little peek. So I've showed you guys the California no-mow meadow over there. It's coming along. It's looking really, really good. I am being as patient as I can, but I can't wait for that to fill all in because I think it's going to be gorgeous. This was the Gardener's Idea book planting that just looks beautiful. I think it's going to feature rock gardening, like having rocks in your garden. And of course I have my dry creek bed here filled with rocks, which I don't know. I got a little preview of the photos and they looked absolutely gorgeous. I did want to show you though my El Nino Catalpa. This one I planted, it was probably like a foot tall. It was so short and it's growing and it's blooming. This plant is just, I know I talk about it way too much, but it is just a rock star. I love this plant. It's such a good option, such a good option. And then coming over this way, there's still definite work that needs to be done, but I do have to say, I think the pathway is looking really, really gorgeous. Nice and bright and colorful. My Supertunia Mini Vista Yellow is, maybe it's a little aggressive. To be honest, I mean, it's already taking over the Raspberry Superbena. My goodness, this plant, just know, this plant is a very aggressive Supertunia. And it's called a Mini Vista, obviously, because the blooms are very, very small. But man, it grows like a Vista. Like, for sure, it grows like a Vista. So that's fun, but it's very, very intense. Right behind it, I have my Augusta Lavender Heliotrope. And then I have a couple of my topiaries that I planted here, and I've actually decided to move them. I'm giving them to my friend Raphael, but we just haven't coordinated a time where we're going to dig them up and transplant them. We probably should just wait till fall now at this point. Look at this. My poor Kniphofia. My goodness, I need to pull that back. This poor thing. Gosh, this plant is intense. And then I have my serpentine cedar back here. My Chinese fringe flower is actually looking really good. I'm really excited about this. I've been having some trouble with these plants because they don't like our water. We have too much boron in our water and it's too alkaline. But this one is looking really good this year, so I'm excited about that. And then over here, you can see we have our gazebo that we've recently decorated. We've added some furniture to it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I am so happy with this gazebo. I am so happy with the furniture we picked out. Oh, I absolutely love it. We are planning to fix the area right in front of the gazebo, add some fountains, boulder fountains and all that kind of stuff. But that's going to cost a lot of money, like a couple $1,000s. So we're not quite ready to do that just yet, but it is definitely, we are definitely planning to do it. Look at the hummingbird. Look at that. So cute on my agapanthus. Anyway, and then I also wanted to show you guys my Rogue Cosmo. This is in my Russian sage. It just got missed. Last year I had a cut flower garden right here. And so I have a whole bunch of weeds, I guess I would say, seedlings that are coming up. And this one got missed getting pulled, but now I want to leave it because I just think it looks so pretty. That's not meant to be there, of course, but doesn't that look really good? And it's blooming and it's just gorgeous. I just love it. And then, of course, lots of weeds this time of year. These weeds are going insane with all the heat that we have. Need some mulch here. Much better. Okay, let me lay out the plants. I've got the third purple fountain grass right there that I think will be really pretty. These guys are perennials for us. They will overwinter, and I actually leave them up over winter for some winter interest, and then in about January, I'll cut them back to about 6 inches before the new growth starts, and then they'll just flush back and they'll look really, really beautiful. So I've got that there, and then these Merlot lavender, they get 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide. So I think I'm just gonna fit them in to like kind of just tucked in around the purple fountain grass. What are you doing? More? Really? Okay. All right. My goodness. How long does the puppy stage last for? Okay, go get it. Go get it. Okay, I am multitasking here. I've got the plants all laid out. You can see I have the Catula. This is going to spread. This is going to spread apart. So I will just keep, like, as it grows, I'll just keep grabbing chunks. And hopefully I'll have kind of a whole area right here covered in the Catula. I think that would be so, so cute. But for now, I just planted 3 here. I got 5 of them. And then 2 up there. I've got the Royal Cosmo Lantana right here. Again, these will overwinter for me. They are perennials because they are hardy in my zone. And actually Lantana will actually get really, really big here because it keeps growing, it keeps growing. So I'll just have to keep kind of chopping it back a little bit to keep it low. Okay. Anyway, and then I've got the Merlot lavender kind of tucked in around the purple fountain grass. The Merlot lavender will bloom, but I think that this plant is more focused on the foliage, the color of the foliage, and I think it's just going to be such an amazing combination with that right there. So I really think this is going to be very pretty. And again, I am okay. All right. My goodness. Are you tired yet? My gosh! Nope. Anyway, I really think that this is going to be a great combination, and this is the direction I am planting, like for the vignette. This is the direction of the vignette that I'm thinking of, is this way. I think it's going to tie in really well with this planting over here because of the lantana. I might even put some more lemon coral sedum over here on this side too, because I think that'll look really pretty next to the Catula, of course. But I think this is a great start for this area. So are you finally tired? Are you finally tired? Or did you lose your ball? No, it's right there. Are you finally tired? Yes, you are. Okay. Time to rest. Go get some water. Okay, I'm going to start planting. Okay, and done. So, doesn't look like much right now, just because I don't have any blooms on the lantana, but it should be coming pretty quickly because it's nice and hot. Jason will hook these up to drip in just a little bit when he gets out here. I'm tempted to move that back Merlot lavender. I'm tempted to move it more out this way, but I do like the triangle. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna watch it for a little while and try and decide. But I do think this is a great combination with the dark foliage and then the variegated foliage and then some nice bright blooms. You can see those blooms will be over here. I think it'll be great. Another thing I definitely want to do in this area is add the edging of rocks. Michael Glassman recommended adding edging of rocks all along the side of our driveway, which I think it definitely needs just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Like I will put some mulch under here, but even if I put mulch, the mulch will fall over, spill over into the driveway. So just having some like river rocks, pebbles, kind of smaller than the dry creek bed along the edge, it's just going to keep it nice and clean. And like you can see over here, like this needs something. This needs some type of edging or something like that. And I've told you all before, we're not planning on doing the driveway anytime soon because we want to finish everything first. And so as soon as we finish, we'll redo the driveway. But for now, I just need something here to kind of clean this whole area up. And I just noticed this weed. How do I miss that? How? If you guys saw that, let me know. I totally missed that until just now. Okay, so I think that is going to be it. I got a lot planted today, which was really good, and I did it before it got too hot. And I think I wore out Mr. Monty here. What do you think, bud? Are you tired now? For a little bit, for like 20 minutes, and then he'll be ready to go again. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.